His Excellency, Mr. Ranjit Mathai, High Commissioner of India, His Excellency, Abdul Rahman Ghanam Al-Watai, the UAE Ambassador, ladies, gentlemen and friends. Thanks, Nick, for this insightful introduction to the East India Company. I trust it has sparked a flame of curiosity in a brand that is so deeply ingrained in our collective history and has influenced so much of what is our modern world. I would also like to thank Ms. Laura Faulkner of UKTI, whose support has been invaluable over the years. The East India Company was acquired in 2005, and since then I have spent all my time, energy and resources in resurrecting the EIC's commercial legacy. For around 2 years thereafter, I visited across the world wherever EIC had ever set foot. I visited museums, met curators, and read everything that I could lay my hands on with regards to the company. I decided to live the life of an East Indian man who is 400 years old, and I decided to immerse myself in the brand. In a way, I traveled the footsteps of an East India Company officer. With this behind me, we decided to launch at first a history department and incubated our book publishing business. Since then, we have launched 7 books on the East India Company, and we intend to launch further 2 during the coming year. It was during this time that we began to understand how deep the brand is. Its endeavors, its stories were completely ingrained in our daily lives. It sits in the subconsciousness of our civilization. And our job as the present custodians of the EIC is to develop such products and services which provides conscious experiences to the modern consumer of today, so that it connects with their subconscious perception. If we achieve this in our lifetime, it will be a tipping point impact and will generate fountainhead of wealth in our times. For us, this became far more than a story. The company, which grew to control 50% of world trade, had standing armies, founded cities, minted coinage, and governed countries. It was a story of people, cultures, passionate pioneers, voyagers, and traders, remarkable connections and critical ingredients. It was a story of the founding of the modern world as we know it today, and the people and the goods that make it happen. Spices and tea built the first foundations of the company, and this was a natural place for us to reintroduce the brand to the world. It took us further 3 years for the inspiration to be translated into a reality. And in 2010, in August, we opened our flagship store in London at Convent Street in Mayfair. In early 2011, Mahindra & Mahindra, one of the India's most forward-looking business, led by Mr. Anand Mahindra, joined us on this journey to make the East India Company a truly global brand. Mahindra brought a strong foundation of corporate governance, connectivity, and management bandwidth. I am grateful for their continued support. Since that time, we have had the opportunity to work with fantastic partners, from Harrods in UK to Takashimaya in Singapore and Japan, and franchisee partners in Kuwait, Qatar, and UAE. While Fine Foods was our start, we continue to grow the East India Company in other business areas and keeping with its historical legacy. As in the history, it was a currency that the company needed to fund its activity. And in 2012, we launched the East India Mohar and East India Guinea as a gold and silver bullion coins for collectors market. In 2013, we incubated a restaurant and F&B business which will have its first launch very soon. In 2014, we have launched a branded real estate and home interiors business. And this year, and in the coming 2015, we intend to work towards fine jewelry and accessory business. We will be making further announcement in nearest future. Today, it is my pleasure to announce a strategic partnership with Mr. Yusuf Ali and the renowned Lulu Group International, one of the largest and most respected retailers in the Middle East, recently listed by Forbes as one of the fastest growing companies in the region. Mr. Yusuf Ali's achievement in building such a strong, diverse, and admirable organization over the last 41 years has been truly inspiring. He and his team share our vision, our adventuring spirit, and have a great pleasure to announce that they have joined our journey with a significant minority stake in the East India Company Fine Foods and a strategic minority stake in the East India Company Holdings, which owns the entire business. This brings us completely aligned in our mutual objectives to make the East India Company from a brand to an icon. Now, we have added a strong partner from Middle East, the Lulu Group, to a strong partner from Indian subcontinent, Mahindra Group. I can call both of them as our journey partners as against just financial investors. With this collective strength, credibility, and connectivity, we believe that we will be able to re-establish the East India Company as a global luxury brand. Thank you for joining us for this big milestone in our journey. Thank you once again.